Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Kim here, and today is our Saturday arm's length art. And if you've been following along on Facebook, I did work on a couple of projects today. Did I get a lot done? No. It just never seems to work that way. But I did finish my flowers. Those are done and completed, and so now they will get put away, and all these trays get put away, which is kind of how I work. I work out of these trays, and then I can put it into its rightful spot, and then this thing goes back in the pile. So I had one lonely little blue one. I don't even know where this flower came from, but all I did was I added a little bit of sparkles to it, and because this I don't think I made this flower. Somebody else must have made it. But I added the sparkles to it and a little bit of bling rhinestone, just those stick-on ones, but it looks cute. So it's a very pale blue, sort of an ice blue. It may get used in a project, or it might end up in Happy Mail somewhere along the line, or who knows. So these are all those little small flowers. Just giving you a close-up here. So all of them now have the sequins in the center and the glitter on them, and they are ready to put into my stash as well. This was that one little odd flower that had 3 different size petals that I put together. And then I had a piece of fabric that I melted and added that onto the background. I hope you can get a full idea there. And there again, just added some stones to it. This will be fun to slow stitch onto something, or, you know, just to use as an embellishment, maybe on a pocket or on a journal card. But it's done and going in the pile. Now these little bits here are the pieces I broke off of those clip-on earrings. This goes now into my stash of weird and odd things. I have the bag here on the floor. Actually, it's in here. I keep a couple of big jars. Some of them have metal pieces in them, but for the sake of this video or this week, I just stuck all of the plastic flower parts in here, and I had some tulle and stuff, and so I'm just going to drop these in here too. If you are doing stuff and you've got bits of things that are left over, I don't know how to explain it, just weird stuff that is, you know, more dimensional, and, you know, maybe you have some bolts or some earring parts or backs or something, just put them in a little jar, keep them for now. There is a project that I'd like to do later on to show you how to use this kind of stuff so that it doesn't end up in the landfill. It's a fun project, and you'll be surprised at the stuff you keep and the stuff that gets used, and how it gets used. So yeah, it'll probably not be until fall, and I will be getting you to add things to it when I start doing the jewelry recycling and repurposing next week. There will be a bunch of bits and leftover pieces that I will throw into the pile and tell you to keep it if you're making along with me. Yeah, we're all weird, but you seem to like that. So that's those flowers, and then here's all the final finished ones. The pink ones, I went back and added lots of these. I call them nasty pearls because usually they're dirty, they're discolored, and, you know, when you add them into stuff like that and add a little bit of varnish, or a little bit of, in this case I added glitter, they look pretty nice. So then I added some of these little plastic bling stones, you know, for scrapbooking. I just added them here and there, and then brushed the glitter over top of them. And then there's a few sequins in there. So it ends up looking really, really pretty. And you would never know. These flowers, like I said, they're expensive to buy. So if you can make them yourself, I see I still have some glue strands here. Because I use a combination of hot glue and I also use E6000 or Goop, whatever I have. They're both the same. But yeah, you'd be surprised at how much these flowers cost. Just go take a look at, you know, your Michael's or Hobby Lobby or any of your craft stores, and you'd be surprised how expensive. So this was the one that had that, I used that big brooch and it was missing the stone in the center, and I just put one of those nasty pearls in there and put a little bit of glitter on there, and look at how pretty this is. You know, so it's broken jewelry. It's silk flowers that would have been destined for the landfill if I hadn't washed them. Go out and look for some, wash them up, and play like this. You'd be surprised at how beautiful you can make things out of nothing. So this one, again, finished. It's all glitzed up. It has this in the center. When I'm gluing these, just so that I can put them down and I know that they're not going to move around, I usually put the E6000 behind the whatever cluster I'm putting on. And then I do put a little bit of hot glue there as well, so that will give it an instant hold. I wouldn't use just hot glue because it can pop off, but if you're using hot glue to just give you that instant hold with the E6000 or whatever you use, a super glue underneath, that will at least hold it in place until the glue sets, the E6000 sets, which is usually overnight or, you know, after about 4 hours is good. But yeah, they look so pretty. This one I got a little carried away because it was ugly. So I just kept adding and adding and adding, and the next thing you know, it's got like sequins and little cluster flowers and nasty pearls and some blingy plastic scrapbooking pearls and glitter and more tulle, and now it's just it's so cute. I gotta get some projects going to use all these. Either that or I'm gonna be shipping a lot of stuff to Nancy in pink. This one I love, one of my favorites, I think, because I love this great big cluster of beads. And we're going to be making some stuff similar to that coming up. So stay tuned. If you're going to be making stuff like this, you may want to get some basic tools like your jewelry pliers and go dig those out, or get some wire snips, 20 gauge wire, those kinds of, you know, beading wire. Just look through your stash and see what you have, because you might want to play along with me. Jump rings, jewelry parts. This one here, no, some of them I didn't glitter up. None of these were glittered up because I want to wait and see if I want glitter on them. So this one's got a broken earring, and then I just glued pearls around it here and there, random. Just to give it a bigger cluster. You know, I wanted a little bit of gold in there, but I really wanted to have a nice size cluster. And this keeps it flat if you're gluing right to the flower itself. So I'm happy with these. So I'm not going to bother to show you. They're all pretty much the same. I'll just bring it up a little closer so you can see. They all have some type of an earring in. This one's a little bit different again. But some of them have pearls. Some of them I just put one pearl in the center. But yeah, so they're all done, and they will go into my big jar. I'll show you that next week when I have it all done. And then I'm going to the market tomorrow, so I'm going to look for a couple more large jars to put small ones in. And I want to have kind of a collection of jars to showcase all my flowers. I do use a lot of these, so once they're on display, then I have to continuously make them so that I'm, you know, always ahead of the game. But you know, sometimes I can use 3 or 4 of these in 2 journals very quickly. So it's always nice to have a big stash of them, in all in the colors that I like, so that I have stuff to work with, and colors I don't like. So then the next thing I worked on, I showed, if you, again, were following along through Crafting with Eyes Wide Open. What's this? Oh, okay. If you were following along with Crafting with Eyes Wide Open, I posted a picture of the tickets, labels, and little postage stamps that I had been die cutting earlier in the week with Globeland. And so one of the ones that I cut was this ticket. It's just a ticket with a perforation here to make 2 sides. So I then dressed them up with lots of little scrappy bits of lace and some, this is kind of a velveteen, a hot pink velveteen. And then I use some of those same sequins again on here in these little images. So I made quite a few of them. So I'm just going to now start showing you all the ones I made. 4, 5, and then there's a couple of little ones here too. And this was just to use up this cardstock that was in the pile. So these are a little bit smaller. And then I did some black and gold with a little bit of red. I did some gray ones. And a red one. More little red ones. This one's kind of cute with the roses on it. Just had a couple of those, so I figured, they're going to get used up now. This one I think is probably my most favorite because it's got the gold sari fabric on there and a little bit of scrappy bits. And these are all scraps. They're all junky bits from my little stash box that I have. Here's another black one, or black and red one. And a couple here in this light pink. I just wanted to use up all this cardstock out of my tray. The tray is still not going down. I don't get it. And then, yeah, there's a couple more little ones here. This one says Paris. One postage stamp I did today, or finished today. Didn't do it today, but I finished it. And then these were just little offcuts of masterboards, sorry, that I had covered just with book pages and covered the back. So I figured, you know what, I want to get rid of some more of the scraps. So I used some more little fabric bits and stapled them together to make these little booklets. So they weren't really tickets. I was going to cut them into these ticket shapes, but then I changed my mind. So I just left them rectangular shaped, added a label on top and some assorted fabrics. This just goes into my stash so that when I want something to tuck in somewhere, I've got. So I think I did 6 of those. And then I had 5 more little square pieces that I used. So just to give you an idea, like if I wanted to use a ticket on here, it can be glued at the top here, and it can be a tuck spot where I can put stuff underneath it. Or I can glue it along the side and just use it as a tuck spot again, or just tuck it itself into a pocket. So easy enough to use. Same with these ones. Most likely these will be tucked into pockets because they're quite thick. So I wouldn't want to be putting this on the page and then still trying to tuck something underneath it because it's going to make it even thicker. But just little fun little bits and pieces to use in my stuff. So that's as far as I got. Did I accomplish everything I wanted to do today? No. But I will have 3 empty trays that I can put away by the end of today. Because this now all, like I said, all goes into my stash. My ephemera has gotten really, really low. So I'm just using up the scraps I have, but building up to get things back in line again. Because I have been using a lot of stuff from my Happy Mail. You know, putting little inserts in there and stuff. So this will be fun to add in to build my stash. These pink ones, again, I still have 2 pink journals to finish that have a lot of these colors in it. So that's where these may get used. But these, the reds and the blacks and the golds are colors I use all the time. So that will just go into my regular stash because I will pull from there all the time to use. Pink is a little bit harder for me to, once I get through these next couple of journals, it's going to be sitting at the back for a while or going in Happy Mail. But yeah, that's it. I'm pretty much done now for the day. And now tomorrow I'm headed out to the market. Yay. So my goal is to find a couple of nice glass jars. I don't know what else I'll find, but that I will show you next week maybe. Tomorrow you will see a small thrift video. It'll be one of the boxes that I brought back from Manitoba, or like that I had shipped by postage. And that's because there's the bag of jewelry in there that I want. So I want to dig that out of the box. So I will show you everything that's in that box as a little mini thrift. There's not a whole lot of stuff, so it should go pretty quickly. But the bag of jewelry, I will be starting to dissect that bag next week for Techniques Tuesday. And I will show you how I make decisions on how it's going to get used. And so there will be different piles on the, on this video that you'll see, so that we can take each pile each week and use it till it's gone, because I'm getting inundated with so much stuff. So I really have to get using this stuff up. So that's it for my arm's length art for today. I hope you guys were more progressive there, or got more done than I did. Although it isn't a small feat. No, I know that, but in my mind, we all think that we are super crafter people and that we can zoom through things when we have a whole day. But sometimes when we have a whole day, we take longer. Does that make sense? Because usually, if I only have a couple of hours, I can accomplish a lot more. But yeah, it was just clean up on all 7 just to get all this out of my way. So other than that, I will be back at it tomorrow with a mini video and out thrifting for the day. Monday will be my Globeland product review using the stencils. And I have a really cute project that one of my subscribers, Linda Stiles, came up with that I want to sort of do a flip, or sort of a little bit different, a spin-off, of what she did. And Linda Stiles is one of our newest collaborators on the Happy Mail movement. She does not have a YouTube channel, but if you go to any of my Happy Mail videos, you will see a link to her. No, you won't see a link. You'll see her address to mail her an envelope. However, she has also started a Facebook group that I will put the link to as well. And this is where she's going to show her Happy Mail that she gets from everybody, because she doesn't have a YouTube channel. Plus, she's going to be using that Facebook group as a place to host little challenges and her own Happy Mail between her and friends and stuff, and other junk journal projects and ideas that she wants to explore. So I'm very excited for Linda, and I know that she's going to have a lot of fun, and I know you're going to enjoy the type of things that she makes, because some of the stuff has been really impressive that I've seen so far. So I can't wait to see what she does when she gets going. I don't know, Linda. I don't think it'll take long, but I think you'll have your own YouTube channel. Anyway, that's it. That's all for today. I wish you all a very creative weekend. The people who participated in today's arm's length art, a draw will be made next week. Because I got caught up as of up to last Saturday. So all of you, your goodies have been mailed out to you. So stay tuned. And I will do a draw probably next Friday for the Saturday, or on the Saturday, one way or another. And I'm all caught up. So that means that you have a little bit more time to finish up some projects. So maybe you're a little late starting today. Like, Caroline is 4 hours behind me. So it was already noon here. Maybe she was getting up at 8. I love bugging her. So you have some time to finish up your projects, or, slip one in before the end of midnight. I'm very, open-minded about it. So if it doesn't get done until Sunday, that's okay too. But as long as within reason that you get your projects finished for arm's length art. So that's it. That's all. I will talk to you all soon. Bye for now.